You need to be crafting this potion in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Henry's Fox, which is the fanciest version of Fox that you can craft, increases your speech by 7 and increases reading speed. But most importantly, it gives you this added bonus of gaining 50% extra experience for 2 days. So if you craft this potion and use it regularly, you can then boost your experience really easily, no matter what you're doing. Now, it's obviously really useful for reading books and improving your skills there, and the standard version of Fox will let you do this as well. But the fanciest version of Fox, the Henry quality level, will give you these added benefits of basically getting extra XP. So it's one of the most valuable ones to craft. It is, however, a little bit difficult because you do need, first of all, to unlock the ability to craft the fanciest potion versions by following the alchemy tree. So I want to show you how to make Fox, and this is a recipe for doing it. But one of the important things to note is that you work on your alchemy skill first of all. So you need to improve your alchemy skill so that you can get Henry's Fox, which is the maximum quality. So if you look at the player section and on the skills section, you'll find the attribute for alchemy. And then scroll down there and you'll see there's one called Secret of Secrets, which says that if you follow the recipe precisely and your brewing time is perfect, you can brew potions of exceptional quality. And that's how you get the Henry's Fox version. So in order to do this, we need to make sure we've got fresh herbs. You put oil into the cauldron first of all, and then we need to follow these steps to make sure we do this perfectly. So I'm going to take care with this and not rush. It's important to note that you need fresh herbs for this, not dried ones, to make the most of it. I've done a separate video on how to find loads of Belladonna because that'll be one of the hardest ingredients here. But if you put St. John's wort and nettle into the mortar and pestle and grind them, and we're going to grind those up now, then you can then use those and put them into the oil that we've already put into the cauldron. So we're going to stick that in there, and then you can lower this down. Now, it's worth noting that you can optimize this process once you've got the hang of it a bit, but what I'd recommend is basically starting out by being careful with it. So we wait until that starts to steam, and then we're going to turn the sand glass over and wait for this to drain out. So the key here is trying to make sure it's perfect. So unless you've got all the other skills that basically allow you to make mistakes, you want to make sure you follow the steps carefully. Turn the sand glass over again once it's drained out, and we'll wait for that to drain out a second time, and you can see that it's boiling away nicely. Then lift it up. Then we're going to grab a handful of charcoal and put that into the mortar and pestle and grind that up. And obviously the cauldron's raised up at this point, so it's not boiling. Now, in theory, you could grind the charcoal while the other parts are happening and then put it back down before you put it in. But I like to make sure I've done it properly in this order to make sure it comes out perfectly. So you can optimize the process, but it's a bit risky because you have to make sure you get the timing right. Put the Belladonna in after that, and then we're going to lower the cauldron back down, wait for it to start steaming again, and at this point then flip the sand glass over. We then just need to boil it one more time in this process, and then what you should find is hopefully once we've completed this, you can then lift the cauldron up to make sure it doesn't cook any further than it should, while we grab a file and then pour it out. So we're going to pour it out into that file, and then you should find that you've crafted a perfect one. Now, obviously, it takes some time to get to this stage. You need to craft a lot of potions to unlock enough alchemy points to be able to use Henry's Fox, but it is well worth working on this because then you can use it for a variety of things. So I've applied Henry's Fox and I've gone to take part in the archery competition. Do this multiple times and you end up unlocking various skill points. You can see warfare's just gone up, got perk points for that, and then I got extra ones for marksmanship, and you can also get strength, so just keep repeating that process.